Hello, Sagittarius. This is Grand Madam with your January 2020 reading. Today I'm doing the Oracle cards for you, Sag. I'll be doing 3 different decks of Oracle cards and highlighting with the Rider Waits. The first deck I'm using is the Dark Goddess deck, and that's going to go into your shadow situation, whatever's going on with you that you may not necessarily want to look at. Along with that, I'm using the Energy Oracle deck to lighten things up a bit and to see just what positive stuff you could bring or you could expect. And I want to back it all up with the Romance Angel Oracle cards. Okay? So, right off the top, Sag, we have Scotty again. Scotty. The card of atonement. Someone owes you an apology or you owe someone an apology, Sag. Atonement becomes at one-ment when you come together mind, body, and spirit. You've got to be in the same accord within yourself before you can expect any apology or even before you can offer a sincere one. You have to be on the same page with yourself. Oh, yeah. Because what is happening in your world, it's hit the fan again. Guabanesex, Caribbean goddess, Afro-Caribbean goddess, is the goddess of wrath. She's like Oya in that she commands the skies and the storms. But this lady, when she has to come in and clean up your stuff, she uses hurricanes. And it's all about the anger. Things went left. People got hurt. People are still being hurt. And people might be coming for you, Sag, in some very creative ways. Or you might be gunning for somebody else. Because Nematona, the goddess of secrecy, is at play. Yeah. Persephone is the goddess of compliance. So regardless of how angry you are about a situation, and Spirit says stop kicking yourself too. Regardless of whether you get an apology or not, stay within the boundaries of the rules for wherever you are. Comply. This sounds like a memo from HR, Human Resources. It's about compliance. When there's no compliance, there's a violation. And it's a severe violation. And when you have severely violated something or someone, what happens to you, Sag? Then you get violated. Because management is going to come down on you. All the fingers will report to you, and put you in a situation of desperation. So you broke the rules, and now you're paying for it, Sag. But let me tell you, in breaking the rules, you have learned something. You've learned a lot. But what was behind it all, and to me, it looks like, well, I have a card of reconciliation. So if there's a reconciliation, that means there was a breakup. What broke you up from your true love in the first place was envy, which is why you now need a redemption. Spanak talks about envy, and Mama Brigitte talks about redemption. But there's now always guilt. Guilt for what? It is what it is. What's done is done. The if I coulda, woulda, shouldas, you ain't got time for that. And that was your fate. Fortuna talks about that, all that hell you went through. That was your fate. And why? Oh yeah, look, here it is right here. I can see it right here. You got caught up in seduction and trickery. And you know why you got caught up in the seduction? Because your root chakra was like spinning out of control. It was muddy. It was muddy. So you got tricked and you got trapped. And now you're going to have to find a way to heal that and to fix situations were broken. Well, some situations after a scenario like that, you cannot fix it. So you either A, fix yourself through healing, or move on. And the next card line, this is the Energy Oracle decks. Archangel Ariel is here to help you with your emotions. Because you are still, the basic thing here is you're angry. You're almost enraged, but you're also crying over spilled milk. Your journey is an emotional one. Now, your lessons may be the need to learn how to manage your emotions, or your lessons may be there is a need to master your emotions, not just manage them, but to get them reel yourself in check. That's it. Because now we had the third chakra angel, Archangel Chamuel. And Chamuel talks about the solar plexus. Chamuel is talking about helping you with your confidence. So, Sag, whatever you got yourself into on your journey to wholeness, to adulthood, to a newfound consciousness, has ripped you to shreds. It's almost like this is how I feel. This is the scene I see is like, and don't take offense to this, Sag, but it's like someone out on the prairie in the snow, in the snowstorm, let's say somewhere up in Alaska, and the baby got loose. So all the baby had on was the clothes for the indoors. The adults were busy. The baby got outside, and the baby wandered off into the woods. Now we're talking snow. So the baby doesn't have a coat on, so the baby's unprotected. The baby might have his little shoes on, but the little shoes on the baby is not enough to protect the little feet from the icy cold snow. A couple hours later, here come the wolves. And it's like the wolves were ready to pounce, and maybe one did pounce on the baby to rip it to shreds. But some kind of way, the adults in the house, the mama in the house, and dad in the house, and grandparents in the house, or maybe even the older siblings in the house, had recognized that the baby had gotten out the house and had started looking for the baby. The baby could hear them calling him, but the baby couldn't answer and tell him where it was because he didn't know where he was. But the sound of the baby's people's voices started to guide the baby home. And just in the nick of time, what happens is a wolf pounces in the air on the baby. And that's when the mother raises the shotgun and kills the wolf midair to protect her baby, who had gotten loose and ran off into the snowy terrain, just exploring and playing around. That's probably a crazy analogy, but it's like, Sag, you ran out into a terrain you were ill equipped to manage, and you got ripped up. You got ripped up. You got ripped up. And that's why you have the third chakra angel, Archangel Shamiel, there to help you with your confidence. But Sag, that was part of your journey. It was part of your journey. Now, you're standing at the door to personal healing and happiness. You're back home where it's safe and where it's warm and where you can warm your toes in front of the fire. And evidently, you plan to stick around because a contract is now involved. I don't know if this is a marriage contract, more than likely. Some type of contract is involved, or a new employment contract. You're ready to sign up now. Now, Sag, you're ready for that commitment. That came from the Energy Oracle deck. Now, yeah, once you sign, this is something else. Now, once you sign that contract, the outcome, oops, wrong side. Once you, excuse me, I know I still have my hat on. I just came in from the snow. Once you sign that contract, your reward is blossoming abundance. Okay? Now, your romance angels also have an interesting message, Sag. The first card says, healing family issues will help with your love life. That's the family issues card. Hi, Tamika. And they suggest that you work on a partnership, give a relationship a chance. Now, there's the card of reconciliation and the recommendation that this time, Sagittarius, make the effort to strengthen that relationship. Now, this is an interesting part here. Some kind of way, some kind of strange way, well, not necessarily strange, children have affected or impacted your relationship. For some, children have ended it. But your outcome is a wedding or a leveling up of your relationship. Okay, that's the general reading. Now, or the pre-shuffle. Now, Sag, I'm going to use the Celtic cards. And I'm going to use the Rider-Waite cards and use the Celtic reading, okay, for a Celtic spread. So let's see what's going on with Sag right about now. What is going on with Sag? And the reason, okay, well, you know what it is. The reason children are impacting your relationship, for some of you, not all of you, Sag, is not because they're bratty kids, but because they were hidden from you in the first place. So that would have been a tremendous lie, you know? That's why. Okay, what's going on with Sagittarius now? What's going on with Sagittarius? Okay, this is going to be. What's going down with Saggy now? Okay, overall energy. Sag, what's going on now? Nine of Swords. You can't sleep at night. This is overthinking. This is anxiety. This is fear. Compounded fear. Thoughts of fear keep rolling through your head. Okay, next card. 2 nines. 9 of Swords, 9 of Wands. This is the wounded warrior holding their own. In this card, you see the tourniquet on the guy's head? That means he's been banged in the head or had some type of cut in the head. And it's interesting that the cut is in the head, the mental, as opposed to the arms, the feet, or the legs. I just noticed that this cut in the head means there has been a change in thinking. It's like something has been, your head has been cut open, and you're now beginning to open yourself up to some different thoughts. Okay? You're holding on. You got that rod. You've got the eight of them behind you, but you're guarded and you're ready. Okay. Geez. And now here's the Ten of Swords. This is why you're so guarded. You're feeling that you've been stabbed in the back. Some of you are experiencing back pains. Some of you have blown some discs out and will have to have surgery. Um, but this basically is a card of feeling ruined. But let me show you something in the back. See up here? See the sunlight? Yeah, this is emotional damage here. But see that sun? The sun is rising. It's going to be a new day. So they may have backstabbed you on Sunday, but you're going to be on your feet by Monday or Tuesday. You will know who your enemies really, really are. Okay? And now here's the Justice card. This is in your immediate past. The Justice card is symbolized, well, it corresponds with the astrological sign of Libra. It can be you calling on fairness. It can also be a court situation, legal documents, or actually going into the courtroom, okay? And it can also be a call for balance. That is in the immediate past. And look at that. Sag, for a fire sign, you sure do have a lot of swords, which are air sign in this reading. Five of Swords. Somebody's playing King of the Hill. I'm better than you. Ego, ego, ego all the way. And because I'm better than you, because I'm more important than you, I have the right to crush you. That is what this card is signifying. And that, believe me, is the whole, the crux of it all, the motivation behind all of this anger and wrath. But Sag, you smarten up because that angry, arrogant, crazy person or crazy situation you're involved in is coming again, and they're trying to offer you a cup of love, no less, or some type of golden opportunity. But see that guy sitting under that tree with his arms folded? He's looking dead at those three other opportunities that was offered by that same person. And he's like going, I don't think so. Or Sag, you could be making this offer. And to whomever you're making the offer says, let me hold on that. So an offer at getting back together has been made, and it's like, oh hell no. Sag said no. See this seven of rods or seven of wands? Sag is doing long staff martial arts techniques, fighting them off. Sag said, oh hell no. Now you're concerned about this queen of swords. Here's some more swords. How many swords? 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's only 3. It's only 3. I thought I saw more swords. Queen of Swords, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. She is a straight shooter when she's right side up. She's been through an emotional ringer also. So when you come to her, you've got to come clean. She will take your head. She will sit and listen to hear all you have to say, and then she'll pick you apart. But Sag, you said enough is enough, and I am walking away. I'm leaving all those 8 cups behind because here it was all illusion in the first place. Now I know. Now I know. Now, some readers will say that the gentleman who's walking away in the red cloak is walking away trying to find that 9th cup because the 9th cup is emotional, the emotional wish, but the 10th cup is emotional fulfillment. So at this point, Sag, you're like 2 cups away from happiness. And you're going to get there. Here they are. Here they are. Here those 10 of cups I was talking about, Sag. This is in your hopes. This is what you want. And that's what you're on your way to. But be wary of this. This card is the moon. Now, Sag, you're very adventurous and you love to explore. You're very curious. But right now, more than likely by the next full moon, which is going to be on the 10th, you're going to witness some shady stuff. And you're going to find the answers. But you don't have to look for them anymore because the answers are going to pop out. Now, this is Piscean energy. This is the moon. The moon deals with a lot of illusion and fantasy. It deals with motion pictures. It deals with fiction, storytelling, fiction. And right about now, don't get stuck in your own fantasy. It's oftentimes best to keep the fantasy in the head and not try to live the fantasy in real life. Ooh, it just dropped. Right about now, a tower has struck. And I'm going to tell you, hold on a second, because the card has fallen on the floor. Oh boy, here it is. Excuse me. And it's the tower struck because Sag was living in a fantasy world, or someone Sag was involved with was living a fantasy. And there's no truth or reality in fantasy. So this had to happen. And it happened with a bang. Now, Sag, you're required to have strength. This is the strength card. This is the card of confidence. This is where third archangel Chamiel comes to help you gain your sense of self back, to help you get back to who you really were before you got caught up in a no-win situation. Okay, now we're going to move on into your mental challenge. For right now, Sag, I do not understand this, but this is Pisces energy. This is the second time Pisces energy has hit your spread. So that tells me you're getting the blues from a Pisces person or someone with Piscean energy. And that Piscean energy is a keeper of secrets. So you got secrets here, you got secrets here. Secrets can be dangerous. I mean, some people just love keeping secrets, but I mean, some secrets you need to know about, Sag. Straight up, no chaser. This card is the High Priestess, and it's also the card of your intuition. Allow your intuition to tell you what's going on, Sag, because some things your eyes are not going to see. Some things your ears are not going to hear. Some words your mouth is not going to speak. But your body, from head to toe, can pick up on information that you just don't get. You're not getting it visually, you're not getting it audially, but your body can feel when something's wrong. Pay attention. That's your mental challenge. Pay attention to your body when you're around certain people in certain situations. You know, when you're talking to someone, let me put this back up here, and you feel that spinning or whatever it is pounding in your chest, when you know you truly care about someone and they're lying to your face. And for me, it sticks up in my throat. Okay? Now, another emotional challenge you've been having, Sag, is giving to two, giving to one and not another. For some of you, for others, giving, 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 and having someone take, and give you back very little, if anything at all. That is an emotional challenge. It's no balance in the relationship. So that tells you it's a no-no. That has to be fixed. Now, the overall outcome of your card is you're going to get an offer from a Page of Cups, and it's a mighty tiny offer. Says you look like you've been through hell and back, and for someone to come to you with this is an insult. This is like, after all we've been through, I just like to have a cup of coffee at Starbucks with you. So now, Sag. At the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Pentacles. He's a wealthy man. He knows how to make money. We have the Lovers. Could be Gemini energy. And we have the Chariot. Cancer energy. This is the energy of determination and will. And we have the Two of Wands, a choice to be made. You have all the resources you need to make a choice. You just have to make a choice. But Sag, there was some shady business going on involving money. And that shady business was discovered, finally, by you, because it was your money. Or it was the other person's money. Either way, you found out what was going on. And now you're just ready to get out of it and go. Okay? So, Sag, you're in a situation where you need to either receive an apology or give an apology. One moment, Sag. Come on downstairs. This is live, and I'm at home, so I have people in the house. Come downstairs, go around there, going around, make sure, get what you got to get. Don't come back down here until we're done. Go. Go. Where is it? Go. I am live. Go. Kitchen. Where's food usually? I can understand why children are such a problem. But when they're grown, they don't get any better. Okay. Now, where was I? Okay, Sag, what was I talking about? Tamika, what was I talking about? Because I'm lost here. Oh, going back to Scott A says, an apology is necessary. This dark goddess says, Sag, watch your anger. This goddess talks about the secrecy and how the secrecy was exploded. It came out in public, no less. And now this could have been on the job because compliance or following the rules is a major fix for what went down. And now, Sag, you find yourself in a desperate situation that was caused by envy. They were envious of you, Sag. They were envious of who you are. They were envious of what you had. And for some of you men out there, they wanted your money and to be on your arm for status. And you were seduced and tricked into giving it up. But it was a lesson that you had to learn. Sagittarius females, for you, it was your knowledge. It was your sense of having that gambler's luck. They basically latched on to you for your spirit. They needed some of that. They didn't have it for themselves. And in doing that, they drained you. They drained you dry. Then they bounced on about their business. But every time they needed some of that Sag energy to get them forward, to make them winners, they would come back again and suck up some of that more spirit. Definitely done through sex. It was definitely done through sex. So on that note, Sag, you have a new relationship that's coming up. But before you do anything with that relationship, make sure you love yourself first. Protect yourself. And yes, you do. Trust. And you do deserve love. Okay? So love yourself and take care of yourself. Master those emotions. That way you won't fall into the situations like you've fallen into before. Okay? When you love yourself, you draw in that energy, you will not be susceptible to anything like the trickery or seduction that has all but done you in. Okay? And that's going to be it. Thank you for joining me, Tamika. This is Grand Madam. Make sure you like and subscribe. This is Grand Madam wishing you much love. And you tell me.